Hello, everyone. Michael Anfield here. Thank you for joining me. When people read my books, especially the newest one, Return to the Gentle Sea for the Love That Lives in Everyone, I see some of them, yes, after they read the book, and they still somewhat support the very things that are killing ourselves and killing the world and the animals. They're buying and they're purchasing all kinds of products that contain animal ingredients. Now, there are some people that do this just because there's no other alternative. And of course, the alternative is to not buy these things to begin with. So, for example, there are some people that unfortunately don't have the means to make ends meet and to be able to afford wholesome, nutritious food. And so they go to things like food banks or, as they call them, soup kitchens. And what they do is, unfortunately, they try to compromise and they try to get the vegetarian meal instead of the vegan meal. And though, of course, they're not eating meat, the flesh of animals, they're still killing animals because of the fact that, as we know, dairy products and egg products and honey products still enslaves animals and eventually kills the animals. So they don't realize that. And when they go to these places and they see bread and it doesn't have any ingredients on them, because a lot of times bread they don't label the ingredients, and then they just don't know where to turn and they take that bread. So the whole idea of trying to live a life that is really causing the least harm possible to all life forms, including the environment, is really to, first of all, try to understand these ideas really deeply and understand that any time we take something, even if it's from the food bank or soup kitchen or anywhere that includes any animal ingredients, any animal products, maybe the flesh of animals or secretions of animals, what we're doing is we're doing a disservice to not only the animals, because we are telling the food bank, yes, it's okay for you to supply me with these animal foods or these products that include animal ingredients, that have animal ingredients in them. But also, I put these products, which usually contain a lot of, you know, a lot of chemicals, a lot of, highly processed, chemically laden, and packaged. And a lot of times they're not vegan. And a lot of times we don't even know if they're vegan because a lot of times there are ingredients that we just don't know what they are. And they're conspicuous, like natural ingredients or natural flavors. We don't really know what that is unless they specify it, exactly what the natural ingredient is. So these people are torn from trying to do the best that they can, but they're not doing the best because they don't understand that level of deep veganism. So this is what I do when I'm in a situation where I, or when people are in situations where we don't have enough money to buy the things that we really want to buy, like fruits and veggies. Because fruits and veggies, we know it's just fruits and veggies. There's no ingredients in them. Now there may be, of course, sprayed, or they may be genetically modified or whatever, but that is unfortunately unavoidable unless we get organic or we grow our own veganically with absolutely no chemicals and no animal inputs. So what I do and what other people do is they stick to really simple foods, whatever they can get. So, for example, if we are only able to get food from the food bank, then we will strictly specify to the food bank that we are vegan. We don't need anything that contains animal ingredients, and whatever contains animal ingredients, you give it back to them and you tell them, look, this is not vegan, this contains animal ingredients. You really be adamant about it. Don't be scared or shy or anything. Be adamant about it, because every little ingredient is coming from an animal that has been abused, used, seen as property. We don't want anything to do with animal agriculture. We want nothing to do with animal, non-human animal property status and as food. What else? So really, like, if we see bread that doesn't have any animal, like any ingredients in them, don't buy them, because we don't know what's actually in the bread. Now we may think that bread is just water, yeast, flour, that sort of thing. But today it's like dozens of ingredients, and a lot of times animal ingredients. So there are many animal ingredients in these foods. We got to be adamant about that. So basically, what I do is I do not take or tell them specifically that absolutely no animal ingredients. Now, it may not be the healthiest foods, because you might have like a lot of canned foods that have salt, maybe sugar in them, and we need to understand that it's not healthy, but it's vegan, and we got to do what we can to make ends meet. So try to lower our expenses and try to earn a little bit more money. Okay, but when we lower our expenses, that means that we become minimalists, so we don't buy as much, we don't spend as much, and we just try to be minimalists, like just not supporting the system as much as we possibly can. So when we're going to food banks, when we're going to these soup kitchens, we specifically ask them what are the like, for example, pasta is almost always vegan unless it's egg pasta, and we know it's egg pasta because it's usually yellow. Okay, a little bit yellow. What else is there? So just understand that. Like, for example, if in the soup kitchen they have mashed potatoes, it may not be vegan because it may have butter or milk or something in it. Uh, the lasagna, the cakes have eggs in it, or cheese, some kind of milk product. So that's not vegan. So we got to understand that. Now, of course, if we're desperate and we really, there are a lot of vegan options. So let's be adamant and really be strict about what we get from these places. Uh, we need to know the ingredients in these foods, and we need to read up on a list of animal ingredients so we know what to avoid when purchasing, like, for example, bread or other products. Just be really adamant. Of course, there are times when we will be eating things that have some animal ingredients in it and we won't realize it, or we may not know. So just try to be as vegan as we possibly can. That doesn't mean we're extreme. It means we're trying to be as compassionate as we possibly can. We're trying to be as loving as we possibly can. That there, I don't know if it's vegan or not. Doesn't feel like it's fur or anything. I think it's fake fur. But anyways, that is what we must do. Also, buying clothing. We buy used clothing from a thrift shop. That's much better. This definitely is not a vegan artwork, as you see. But anyways, that's that. We got to be really adamant and really strict about what we buy, what we put into our bodies, what we put onto our skin. The only thing that should go onto our skin, if anything, is coconut oil. That's it, if that. And that's about it, everyone. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it around to all your friends and family. Don't forget subscribe to my YouTube channel, and get my latest book, Return to the Gentle Sea, for the love that lives in everyone. Bye bye, everyone.